Title: Oops. They did it again. Pentagon adds extra zeros, mistakenly ups Ukraine support to $6.2 billion. TLDR. The Pentagon's accountants need a calculator, maybe a math tutor, or just some good old attention to detail as their little Ukraine accounting goof up, originally reported at $3 billion, got a facelift and jumped to a whopping $6.2 billion. This not-so-minor miscalculation had to do with overestimating the value of military gear sent to Ukraine. Ever had a rough day at work, when a single error had you sweating? How about an error worth billions? Picture this: you're an accountant at the Pentagon, and one day you realize you've made a teensy-weensy mistake. To the tune of $6.2 billion. The Pentagon recently confessed it had fumbled the figures when calculating the cost of ammo, missiles, and other shiny military toys dispatched to Ukraine. The blooper, initially estimated at $3 billion, was just given a makeover, doubling its size, and slapping on a few more zeros. So, how did they stumble into this decimal debacle? According to Pentagon Deputy Press Secretary Sabrina Singh, they simply assigned a higher than warranted value on U.S. weaponry shipped to Ukraine. Oopsies. Of course, when you discover you've misplaced billions, you might want to double-check your work. That's exactly what Pentagon officials did, diving deep into the financial rabbit hole and finally emerging with the real numbers. The result? A hefty $6.2 billion, $3.6 billion, for the fiscal year 2023 and $2.6 billion for fiscal year 2022. Now, before you panic, the Pentagon assures us that these errors didn't impact the size of presidential drawdown authority or support for Ukraine. So, no harm done, right? Isn't it wild how a single misplaced decimal point can make such a colossal difference? Just goes to show, math is a tricky beast, even for the big guys in charge. But, this leaves us pondering, what other miscalculations might be hiding in their ledgers? Speaking of ledgers, here's a fun question to leave you with. If you found a $6.2 billion error in your bank account tomorrow, what would be the first thing you'd buy? A yacht? A private island? The possibilities are endless, but remember, this isn't financial advice, just hypothetical fun. The contents of this article are not financial advice, but merely a recounting of an accounting error. Any actions taken based on the information provided are at the individual's own risk.